You won't believe what just exploded in a London courtroom, and the timing of what came next is wild. Prince Harry's on the stand, testifying under oath that he never had any personal relationships with journalists. Then the old Facebook messages drop. The ones with Charlotte Griffiths. Sugar. Movie snuggles. Moi triple X. Casual. Flirty. Back and forth from years ago. His own words. And now people are openly questioning how that squares with what he swore on the Bible. Credibility taking a hit in real time. But here's the part that stands out. Right as those headlines are blowing up, this adorable family clip starts flooding every feed. Harry and little Archie on the ski slopes. Snow everywhere. Big smiles. Dad proud as hell. The caption reads like pure heart. My boys, quick learner. So proud, red heart. It's the exact kind of wholesome moment the Sussexes know hits different. Soft lighting, father-son bonding, the whole fairy tale reset. At first it feels normal, parents sharing a happy memory when the world's kicking them. Until you look closer. Google's own AI fact-checks it in seconds. That's not Archie. It's not even Harry. The clip is from Durango, Colorado, a random kid on the beginner slope nearly colliding with a snowboarder who just landed a jump. Same angles, same snow, same everything. Different child. Different dad. Different day. And this is where things get interesting. Pro-Sussex accounts are already out there screaming about media hypocrisy, calling out fake videos and desperate tabloid lies. They're framing it as another attack on the family. Except the very image they're pushing to distract from the courtroom mess, it's the one that's already been exposed. The backfire happened faster than the post could trend. You can almost feel the scramble behind the scenes. Harry's testimony is still echoing. The messages are everywhere, and suddenly, boom. Cute family content drops like a shield. Classic move when the pressure spikes. Drop the heartwarming visual. Let the algorithm do the rest. Hope the bad news gets buried under snow and smiles. But this time the clip was so rushed it didn't hold up past the first reverse image search. The internet moves quicker than the strategy now. Look, we've watched this pattern before. The public image they've built is all about authenticity, stepping away from royal life for privacy, for freedom, for truth. Yet every time the heat turns up around Harry's past statements or old relationships or family rifts, the counterdrop is the same. Perfectly timed glimpses of the kids, the dogs, the domestic bliss. It's controlled, strategic, and it makes you wonder about the distance they've described from the rest of the family. The quiet tension that never quite goes away. The sense that every public beat is being managed with military precision while the private one stays locked down. At first that sounds like any parent protecting their children. Until you connect the dots to the courtroom today. The oath, the messages, the contradictions sitting there in black and white. The proud dad video lands within hours. Coincidence? Or the exact pivot they've used before when the narrative starts slipping? Some observers are saying it feels less like sharing and more like damage control on autopilot. The kind of pressure that comes when you've walked away from one institution and built your own brand on being the honest outsiders. Every misstep gets magnified. Every counter-move gets dissected. And right now the scrutiny is relentless because the pieces don't line up the way they used to. Here's the shift that really lingers. The same people who once cheered the Sussexes for breaking free are now watching these moments with a raised eyebrow. The family that wanted privacy keeps serving up these intimate snapshots at the exact second the outside world starts asking harder questions. It creates this strange loop. The more they push back against the machine, the more they seem to need the machine's attention. The more they talk about truth, the more the optics start to feel curated. And yet you can't help feeling a flicker of sympathy too. The weight of constant eyes, the legacy baggage, the kids growing up in the crossfire. That's real pressure. The kind that might make anyone reach for the quickest reset button available. But when the reset itself gets fact-checked in real time, it changes the conversation. Suddenly it's not just about one debunked ski clip. It's about the pattern underneath. The strategy. The exhaustion of keeping all the plates spinning while the royal family tension simmers in the background, unspoken but never invisible. People are starting to ask out loud. How much of what we see is the story they want us to see, and how much is what's actually happening behind the carefully chosen frame? The courtroom messages aren't going anywhere. The questions about consistency aren't going anywhere. And the next wholesome drop? It's already being eyed with a different kind of curiosity. So here we are, another day in the Sussex saga where the public image and the private reality seem to brush past each other without quite touching. The distractions are getting shorter. The internet is getting sharper. And the bigger picture that keeps emerging isn't just about one bad clip or one tough day in court. It's about whether the strategy that once worked so well is finally starting to crack under its own weight. What happens when the next reset doesn't land? That's the part everyone's watching now.